All right, so let's jump into the green elephant in the room. She-Hulk just dropped this new episode today,
Oh, but
Thursday.
wait. You forgot to mention the title of our new segment.
Oh, yes. So the title of our new segment, when we're talking about particular episodes or movies, when we're doing segments outside of the official podcast episode, Take One is our new segment. We're going to break down movies, maybe even some games in there here and there, but we're going to break down movies or TV shows that we're currently watching and give you guys our thoughts and let you know how we like it or hate it.
Yes.
Los.
And we also have it on a chocolate bunny scale of 1 to 5. So if we really enjoy it, it gets a 5 chocolate bunnies. If we really hate it, it gets a 1 chocolate bunny or even possibly half a chocolate.
You know what? I need to make sure I put like at the bottom of the screen when we finally rate it at the end, like have like four or
Chocolate bunnies.
five, whatever. Yeah, at the bottom. I gotta see if I can find that somewhere. So yeah, She-Hulk episode 3 dropped today at the time of this recording. And we're just gonna jump into it. Los, what'd you think?
Of the episode or of the series?
The episode, season one, obviously, episode 3.
It
What'd
was
you think of
good.
tonight's episode?
It was good. It really made me feel like the show is really sticking to its title, She-Hulk Attorney at Law.
um, I'm going to be the complete opposite of you.
Really?
Yes.
How
Now,
come?
granted, I do love the comedy. The comedy is what's really standing out with me with the show. I actually laughed out loud multiple times, surprisingly. What is the main actress's name? I can't go
You,
on
you
with
know what? That is for our good friend I let it.
IMDb. I hate talking about an actress or a movie or show without saying the proper name. So, um, let me see. What's her name? Tatiana Maslany is amazing in this episode. She was amazing in the first two episodes, of course. But this episode, I feel like she's opening up even more. She's stepping into her own. Her comedic chops are like on freaking point. She had
Yeah.
me dying laughing. My thing with the show is that it's outside of the comedy, it feels a little boring. It feels a little bland. The She-Hulk action is like, eh. I honestly wouldn't mind just having a episode with just the lawyer segment and just keep the She-Hulk stuff out and put it somewhere else and just give me just a show about her as a lawyer, as Jennifer
W-
Walters.
Well, here's the thing. I think what they're trying to do is really drill into your head how much she's a lawyer. Really drill into your head how much she hates the She-Hulk aspect of her life.
Yeah.
And then when she's forced to step up as She-Hulk, she's going to step up. And I think a lot of it's going to have to do with Daredevil.
I'm a lot of people are speculating that, and that's kind of what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Daredevil to jump in here because I know she runs into him as I mean in the comics. So I feel like they're gonna have that eventually happen. The part where I feel like sucks with the show is that it's so short. It's like what, 27 minutes? 20 something minutes?
No,
30
it's
minutes?
40 minutes.
Is it really 40 minutes?
40
Get
odd
out of
minutes.
here.
That's a testament to how well the show is produced and made. Feel it. You don't feel it. Every time I've watched She-Hulk, when it's the last scene and she talks to the camera, I'm like, fuck, that's it? But it's so
Yeah.
short. And then I check and it's 40 minutes.
It feels like it feels like it's shorter than that. I mean, compared to most of the other Marvel shows, they're usually about an hour, usually, typically, or close to.
They 40 minutes to 1 hour range, yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I guess maybe I'm so caught up on the comedic aspect that I kind of lose track of time. I guess I don't know, possibly. Um,
Well, that could be it too, or it's just the simple fact that it's good storytelling.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of like in the middle of the road with the show right now. I'm having fun. With like the main character, she is, like I said, she is hilarious. She holds the camera well. She keeps my attention. I'm always looking to see what is she gonna say next. um I just feel like right now the She-Hulk aspect of the show is what's lacking for me. And like you said, I guess they're really trying to focus on her lawyer aspect right now to really, like you said, drill it into our heads. I hope that is the method to the madness. Because if we go one, two, three more episodes with the same formula, I'm gonna be a little worried about where the show goes and like what's the point of the
Well,
show.
here's what you got to think about. Okay, she's reluctant to be a superhero. She doesn't want to be one. Remember, she said that's for orphans and billionaires and people with trauma,
Yeah.
and she's none of those things. And she forgets she's She-Hulk. Like she doesn't want to like she's she is being She-Hulk with her day job as a lawyer, and she doesn't want to be that. So when you see her outside of it, she's not She-Hulk. So much so is that when they attacked her in episode 3, which by the way was hysterical, she was screaming, and then
Oh,
all of a sudden a light bulb went on. She's like, "Oh, I don't have to be scared." Rawr! And that was
yeah.
funny, and that was absolutely funny.
That was hilarious when that because at first it didn't hit me, and then when I realized like, wait a second, why is she just screaming, just Hulk out, and then she did it, and like you said, that was pretty hilarious. It's moments like that. She is freaking amazing. Her comedic timing is off the hook.
Yeah,
But I guess we got to look at it a little different because, like you said, she is a hero who is like not your typical hero. She doesn't want to be a hero, so I guess that's why a lot of it comes off a little weird because she's not
yeah,
trying to be that. So the story is coming off a little more realistic than I think that we were looking for or hoping. Because usually when we get the other superhero movies, they're superheroes. They act like superheroes. They run into danger, etc., etc. She's just a regular person, and I feel like we've been getting a lot of stories like that lately, in regards to She-Hulk, in regards to Miss Marvel. We They're just normal people, living a normal life, and that's kind of the vibe I got from Miss Marvel as well. Like we had some superhero moments, but the show was about family, and
yeah.
that's
But
focused on.
here's the thing: even in Miss Marvel, she wanted to be a hero.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. She
You
wanted to
know,
be a hero because she idolized Captain Marvel. That is true. I
yeah.
forgot about that part. You're right.
We
But
This is the first time we've ever seen someone reluctant to be a superhero. In the MCU, Spider-Man was just Spider-Man. There was no process of his origin story.
yeah,
You know, um, there is nobody in the MCU who was reluctant to be a hero. Nobody.
yeah, I
Maybe
get,
Loki. Maybe Loki.
yeah, but he was already a
But it
villain.
wasn't so much that he wanted to be a hero as he wanted to help his brother.
Yeah, true.
So she's the first one to be reluctant. And to be
Yeah,
reluctant, you have to show her, getting used to these steps to becoming a hero. Like in court, like when she got mugged, things like that. Like she needs those things to kind of, push her forward into.
yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, I guess it's a different formula that we have to get used to, and yeah, we'll just have to see what happens from here, man. Seriously. Towards the end of the episode, we saw that the muggers tried to, I guess they tried to stab her and get her blood
Yes.
towards the end, and they said, "Oh, we have to go tell the boss." So I'm guessing there is somebody that is trying. I guess we're going to eventually find out who is trying to get her blood and I'm trying to become their own version of a hawk, basically.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea of who that may be, possibly, since you're like our comic book
Um,
referencer here?
I will tell you 1 second. I have to pull up the actor.
Okay.
And I want to see Lou Ferrigno in the MCU. That's all I got to say.
Lou Ferrigno? Who is that?
The original Hulk from television, the
Oh.
1977 series.
Do you think they would put him in here, though? How old is he now?
He's in his 70s. Let me tell you something. That motherfucker's huge. He could bench you and me and not even break a sweat.
How do you say his name? Lou?
Lou Ferrigno.
Ferrigno. Probably spelling this all wrong.
Ferrign.
So how old is he now? If this is the current picture on IMDb, he looks pretty good for his age.
Yeah, and he's like in his 70s.
He looks
I
pretty
believe
good
so.
for his age. He's actually still making a lot of films.
Yeah.
He's in
Is
The
the actor
Hermit.
on?
That's in pre-production. Pre-production. He's in The Offer. Like, I mean, he's obviously doing a lot of TV shows. But yeah, he's still very active.
Yeah, and he's hard of hearing, and he has the same implant as your son. He just got it not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah. If you listen to Lou Ferrigno talk, you can be like, "Oh yeah, he's definitely hard of hearing."
Has he always been like that, or did that just
Yes,
recently happen?
yes, always.
Oh yeah, it says in 1951, as a child, he suffered from an ear infection that resulted in permanent what is it? Permanent damage. Wow, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
very interesting. He played Canadian football in the Canadian Football League.
yeah.
He's 6'4", 280. That's a big dude. No wonder
You,
he was
bro,
the Hawk.
I've seen him once in real life, and I mean from a distance. Okay,
Hmm.
and from a distance, I was like, "Damn,
No.
huge, huge."
Jeez.
And depending on how you approach him, he can be one of the nicest guys or one of the biggest jerks.
Why you like actually talk to him or?
No, no, this is all stuff that I've heard. Okay, now
Wow.
I remember. There's a character called the Leader. Okay, and if you remember in Ang Lee's Hulk, he's the
Mhm.
guy who had Bruce Banner's blood fall on his head, and his head started getting bigger.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think it's the Leader because he thinks like the gamma went to his brain, and he's got a strong brain, and he tries to like take over the world, and I believe he's in charge of it.
He's in charge of AIM.
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, okay, interesting. Here's a random fact outside of the podcast. Did you know that Lou Ferrigno was actually the voice of Incredible Hulk in the Incredible Hulk movie?
Yes,
Really? You knew that already. Okay, never mind.
yeah, he has voiced the Hulk in almost every single little uh iteration. If they don't use his voice for the actual character, they'll use his he'll use all that stuff.
Wow. That is interesting. I didn't know he was in that's crazy.
Yep.
Wow. This is where you come for, guys. You come to JHouze Radio for the interesting facts. This is what we're here for.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm having fun with it. She-Hulk right now. I just wish there was a little more of something, but it is too early. I feel like they're kind of ramping us up for something. Like we just gotta be patient. We gotta be patient. They're gonna ramp
I'm
us up for
enjoying it.
something.
I'm 100% enjoying it.
Yeah.
100% enjoying it. Look, it's funny first and foremost. Two, the story's so well written and so well acted and edited that we feel like the show is shorter than what it is.
It does.
Okay.
It does.
Not only that, like they hit you with enough legal stuff that you feel like you're watching an attorney show, but they make sure She-Hulk is always there that you understand you're watching a Marvel show. And they're
Yeah.
showing all these references to things. Like the Abomination, they kept him in the exact same design that he was in the Hulk in the 90 whatever movie.
Jeez, what was it? In the 2003 movie? No,
2008, The Incredible Hulk.
2008. Yes, 2008.
And they picked Edward Norton, the one of the worst actors for that part.
Side
No,
note.
I mean Edward Norton has done some amazing work. I'm just saying that's not the part for him.
No, yeah, I
That's
didn't
all I'm
like
saying.
him as a Hawk. I did not like him in that. I
No.
heard that I didn't catch the reference in episode 2. I think it was episode 2. They actually reference a different casting from Edward Norton to the current Hawk in the previous episode. Did you catch that?
Yes, I caught that when he was on the
So,
ship. I was a totally different guy back then.
oh, that's what
I
he.
remember he covers the phone. He goes like, "Yeah, literally," and then he kept going.
That's what he was talking about. I did not catch that.
That's what he's referring to.
Wow. Yeah, I did not catch that. I totally missed that. Like I said, I'm not. It's not that I'm not having fun with it. I'm enjoying the show. It's a good show. I feel like I want a little more from the whole She-Hulk aspect. And we're gonna get it. I just gotta be patient, and I gotta understand that they're going about this show a little differently compared to the other shows. Basically,
Yeah,
that's all it is.
absolutely.
All right,
I'm
so
enjoying it. It's funny. It's witty. It keeps referring back to things, and when they break the fourth wall, they do it perfectly. Because remember when she was in the car in the beginning of the episode, she's like,
yes,
"This is going to be one of those shows that like has a different guest star every episode." We've had Bruce, we've had
Abomination.
Wong, and Abomination. Then she's like looking at the camera. She goes, "Maybe."
She's like,
And I
no,
love the fact that she let go of the steering wheel.
I know. I said the same. I was watching it with my girl, and I was like, she just like let go of the steering wheel, turned over, got comfortable, and started talking. It's so hilarious. They picked one thing I love about Marvel. They are amazing at casting. On a scale of 1 to 5 chocolate bunnies, 5 being the highest. So far, what would you give She-Hulk? Well, what would you give She-Hulk episode 3? Let's just put that.
Episode 3 gets a 3.5 chocolate bunnies.
3.5 chocolate bunnies. What would have made it a 5 for you?
Um, Nothing. There's nothing that made it a 5 because this episode feels like a bridge between the next. That just feels like a bridge between the second, the fourth episode, and I
Mhm.
feel like it's setting up something that we don't know about yet.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
I feel like it is perfectly executed, and I think that there's nothing that could raise it up, but there's also nothing real. No, I didn't see anything bad to make it lower. You understand
Okay.
what I'm trying to say? So yeah, 3.5, 3.5, 4.
For me, I would give it three chocolate bunnies. And yeah, just like I said earlier, just like what you just said just now, I feel like this episode was a setup for something because at the end, the muggers talk about going back to the boss and saying, "Hey, we failed." So I feel like this is definitely going to be setting us up to look at her opposition possibly next episode. I hope by next episode. Um, yeah. Other than that, just like I said earlier as well, I don't know what was missing. I felt like something was missing, but then again, maybe not because I just got to get used to this style of show. It's just something different. And Marvel, I feel like they're at this stage, or lately they've been at this stage of taking chances and trying out different things.
Yeah,
So
and I think you're doing a great job at it.